Do you have a gift or a superpower that you want to take out into the world and you want to start providing more value to people and making a greater impact? If so, you're going to want to watch this video because I'm going to share the 4 key areas that you want to look to when you're going to go share value into the world with those superpowers. Now, my name's Jake and I'm the founder and chief giver at The Giver Method. And The Giver Method is an acronym where the G stands for your gift, which is your gift or your superpower. The I is for influence and the people you can influence and have the biggest impact on. The V is for value, which is what we're going to talk about today, creating value in a way that you're doing it without asking for anything in return. The E is engagements, so how when you engage with people you deliver that value. And then the R is the outcome, which is going to be relationship results or in many cases relationship riches. At the end of the day, that ends up being that the universe finds ways to pay you back. So if you want to like and follow, go ahead and check out this video because we're going to dive deeper into this topic. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave comments. All that stuff helps me show up in front of more people so that I can bring my superpowers to people and make a greater impact. So if you want to join me in that cause, go ahead and subscribe, like, share, all that. Keep watching till the end. So let's talk about that. Many times, as I'm working with individuals, as I talk to individuals about taking their gifts and superpowers to the right people and start creating value, in some cases, it's easy for them to define. They have a skill, a gift, a talent that they develop to be a superpower that has a service-based function to it. And so in many cases, that could be easy to do. Now, I know plenty of people where they're like, well, my superpower doesn't really have that. It doesn't have some sort of a service-based thing. So how do I develop the right keys to provide value to people? And so I want to focus on these 4 areas that you can start to think through. Now, a lot of what I talk about is all exercise-based. So you're going to want to grab a piece of paper. You're going to grab something that you can write down on. And you're going to want to kind of jot down thoughts as we go of what that could look like for you. Because each of these 4 areas could be totally different from one person to the next. So let's dive into them and really get clear on these areas where you could take your gifts and superpowers and provide value so that you can create a greater impact on the world. The first place that I want you to focus on, so at the top of the paper, go ahead and write out places I can provide value, people I can provide value to, something along those lines. And say using whichever gift or superpower you want to do. Because I would recommend that you do this for each gift or superpower you have so that you can be extremely clear and intentional with how you're going to go and provide that value. So the first area is going to be in your direct relationships, your closest relationships. Now, this could be your spouse, partner, could be your children, your parents, your siblings, your closest friends. These are the people who are going to be close to you that you already have relationships with. What are the ways that you can serve them or that you could provide value to them with your superpower based off of the fact that you already have a close working relationship? In some cases, that may look like you need to make a better connection with them first. And we need to make sure that we are articulating and properly communicating the things that we are trying to do. It's shocking that when we actually tell people, hey, I want to help you with this thing, that people tend to go, cool, let's do that. They won't ask you for help. In many cases, people won't ask for service. But if you're offering and you do it in a way that's really clear and you communicate it to them that way, they're going to say yes, which is going to only help you to develop that gift and superpower even more while you're providing value to those closest to you. Now, the other thing you may need to do in those relationships is it may be that someone you know that you're close to is really good at that as well or is better at it than you. It's like, cool, well then look at that as a collaboration point. How do you two pair up and go out into the world and create value? So that first area is going to be in leveraging your relationships that you have closest to you and utilizing those and going out and delivering value to them. So whatever that may make you think of, take a second, jot down any thoughts, and this is something you're probably going to need to come back to and look at and work through to create those areas, in each area, who and how you could deliver that value. The second area that I want you to be thinking about is from a professional atmosphere. So many times people are worried to put it out there that they've got a gift or superpower to those they work with, to coworkers, to employees, to supervisors, managers, directors, VPs, executives, whatever it may be. I think that you should find the ways that you can deliver value to those around you that you work with, because that as well is one of those areas that people just tend to fall back into their daily routine. They don't have the confidence to go out and do that. Now, you want to focus on the people. So who are the people? What do they need? What's their role? Stuff like that. Or could you enhance the systems, the way in which business is done for your company or that you do business? Can you enhance the way a service is delivered or a product is delivered? Can you enhance the processes you take people through as a part of that? So you want to look at how you can take the environment around you in your professional career and start to deliver value through those. And I guarantee that you're going to find, whether it be coworkers, supervisors, employees, whatever, you name it, or it could even be your clients and customers, you're going to find the ways that you're going to be able to take your superpower and deliver value. So in that section, you're going to want to jot down any notes, any ideas, thoughts that come to you of like, well, how could I do that? Who are the people? What are the things I could possibly upgrade within the company? How do we provide a better service, or whatever that may look like? The third area I want you to consider thinking about delivering value is from a inspirational and motivational standpoint. Now, that could still be to friends and family. That could still be to coworkers. That could be that you go out into the greater community, but you're looking to make an impact from that inspirational standpoint. You're looking to help people to make a change when it comes to that. And so many times when I'm in different mastermind groups or I work with clients on their processes and systems that they may have, the thing they're trying to do is they're trying to make a greater change in their lives. Yeah, some people are selling a product, which, can help people. Sometimes they're doing a service, local service provider, which is great. But there are plenty of them that are trying to use their gifts and superpowers out in the world and help people to see that they need to make a greater change, that they need to have a pivot in their life. And that starts to be a motivational thing. There are going to be people who aren't driven to accomplish things, and your gift or superpower may be the thing that helps them get there. And so you can provide tons of value that way. So look at the ways that you could go to individuals, groups, community, whatever it may be. How do we create more energy for that group to accomplish things? How do we upgrade everybody to be a higher level of themselves? How do I get people to be more engaged with each other, or in the task that's needing to be done, or in the impact we're making? There are so many times that your superpower could be able to help with that. And so I'd go ahead and say, make sure you jot down notes on that. What are the ways that I could take this and be inspirational and be motivational? Because I guarantee there's going to be something. Now, this may be one that's difficult for you to think about if you haven't thought about that area yet. It's one thing to talk about delivering it to individuals, people you know, friends and family, coworkers and such, but like starting to think of it from this bigger picture of like, okay, well, how could I engage and elevate people? How can I up-level and upgrade those around me, in my community, my family, in my work? Guarantee there's going to be the ways that you're going to be able to do that. So make sure that you're looking at it from that inspirational and motivational standpoint. The fourth and final place where you want to deliver value, which actually might be the most important to work on, which maybe you're thinking you should have put that first. No, I intentionally put it here at the end. I want those who are committed to developing as their gifts and superpowers and delivering value to people, who have committed to the video to get this piece. The place that you need to really focus on, that fourth area of delivering value, is to yourself. There is a personal aspect that you are able to expand your capabilities and to change who you are to become who you're meant to be. And that may sound like big woo-woo philosophical, but it's true. The more that you're able to make those internal commitments of the things you're working to become, and that you search out, and that you you could look up videos, you could look up online articles. Hopefully this is something that you're watching as a part of that personal development and up-leveling and upgrading of yourself. And then you have to work on courage, and you have to work on having that passion of utilizing the things that you have. It should be that people could look at you and they're like, gosh, that person, they've just got it all together. And so you do that by delivering value to yourself. Self-care is going to be one of the most important pieces of this, because as you go and start to work on gifts and superpowers, there's going to be fear, there's going to be hurdles, there's going to be things that happen. That happens with any part of personal development or when you're trying to change to be something different. There are going to be times that you feel like you don't belong, and that's okay. The more that you practice that self-care, that self-worth, and that you're focused on delivering the value to yourself, it's going to help you to create that courage. I always tell people that, if nothing else, you need to believe in yourself. Too many of us start to be like, well, I can't do that, or that's not me, or they won't like that, but get that out of your brain. The only person who's telling you that is you. And in fact, the majority of the people out there are waiting for you to give them your gifts and superpowers. They're waiting for that to happen. I don't know if you've ever heard this. I've heard this before where someone said, I love who you become. And I've been waiting for years for that to happen because I saw what it could be, and now what it is so much greater. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have gotten there so much faster. So believe in yourself. Believe in what you're doing and what you're developing in yourself. So those are those 4 areas that you could really focus on how you can deliver value to individuals. So we're going to talk about it real quick. It's going to be the relationships around you, closest to you, friends, family, stuff like that. It's going to be from a professional atmosphere within your organization, company, business, whatever it may be. How do you up-level? How do you deliver value to them? The third area is, of course, that motivational aspect. And the last one's personal. So no matter what you do, develop these gifts and superpowers. It's the whole idea of the Giver Method. You could check us out at thegivermethod.com. You can subscribe to this channel, you can like the videos, whatever, and see more of them. You can check us out on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, all those places. And we deliver as much value as we can to people on how to do these things. At the end of the day, if you want help, assistance with that, once again, givermethod.com will have ways that you can engage with us or that you can get in contact with us that we could then help you with developing gifts, finding the right people to give them to, how to make that value as impactful and clear as possible, how to do that in engagements daily, weekly, monthly, so that you can start to see those returns in your relationships and the universe paying you back. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Go ahead and share it with someone that you feel that it could have an impact on, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Today is Friday. Have a great weekend. No matter what day you're watching, have a great weekend.